So that pretty much concludes 2022 CSGO, as it goes for updates anyway, and it was pretty lackluster at best, I would say, and that's what I want to talk about in today's CSGO commentary. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with 2022 coming to a close, I want to talk about the new year and what we can expect, but also most importantly, this past year. It was CSGO's most successful out of any other year they've had, Counter-Strike as a franchise and CSGO as a whole. Yet it was the least amount of updates, even for the monetary side of things, which you would expect maybe for them to drop a case every once in a while, yet they didn't. No operation. With all the leaks and rumors surrounding an operation and Source 2, we got absolutely nothing. And for me as a content creator, but also as a player, to get on a level head, maybe the same playing field as a lot of other people who play CSGO on a daily basis, the cheating situation was absolutely horrendous. It hasn't been fixed. I don't see it getting fixed anytime soon, and that's what kind of worries me going into the new year. So today's video, we're going to talk the future of Counter-Strike, how they can improve from this year, but also a summary of what we got this past year as well.
Today's video sponsor is, of course, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a place where you can buy or instantly trade your CSGO skins for some new flashy ones. It has a modern and easy to use layout with multiple different filters, and if needed, it has a 24/7 live chat support team. All you have to do is make sure you have your trade link, and on your first trade, if you have a leftover balance, it goes towards your current balance, which can be used when you end up trading skins. If there's a skin you really want and don't have enough for it, there's an option where you can top up your balance, and if you deposit with cash, you get a 35% deposit bonus, which is very nice. This holiday season, SkinsMonkey is offering one of the best deals I've ever seen across any single trading website. They've prepared free gifts for everyone. Christmas has come early. Now, as soon as you go on, you can get one of three things. You can get a completely free CSGO skin of really any single value, a 45% deposit bonus, which is 10% more than normal, being a 35 usually, or of course a free balance on the site, which can be used to any item you want to trade for. The first gift is free, and others are unlocked through the trading website.
So this past year was pretty bad, I would say. Looking back at it, you would have thought maybe we got a little more content than we did, but here's a quick rundown of what we got. It was pretty much all recycled garbage. Recycled things people didn't ask for. Some of them yes, most of them no though. The most notable ones I'll start off with, which is kind of sad, we have to talk about monetary items first being the absolute best. Yes, CSGO has kind of transformed itself into a franchise and into a game now where people are most excited for the next case, next operation, or something that has something to do with stickers, because you can use those in game. At least it changes something up every once in a while. We got 2 total cases this entire year, which was pretty crazy. I think there's a few reasons because of it. We'll get into that later. The same thing with capsules. We got the boardroom sticker capsule, which I think was absolutely beautiful. It was pretty nice, had some bangers in there, some memes as well. We had the 10th anniversary capsule, which in my opinion to this date was probably the best sticker capsule we've ever received and will receive inside CSGO, at least that's on the shop, maybe besides a couple here and there. And out of all of them available, this is probably the best as well. We had Antwerp, Rio, and of course music kits. And it kind of started to go downhill very quickly. Antwerp was at the very beginning, we got boardroom, we got the 10th anniversary, we got Rio, and of course some music kits along with that. And instead of getting an anti-cheat, instead of getting a note from the developers, the communication from the devs, we got music kits, okay? And these were meme videos I made throughout the year, was pretty much talking about how we're going to get music kits over anything else, which was pretty sad. What CSGO didn't have was, of course, no gameplay. Nothing new besides anything microtransaction related. Just a copy and paste with Stockholm equals Antwerp. You had a reintroduction of maps people didn't ask or really want in the map pool or even wanting a change. Then, of course, removing Dust 2, putting in Anubis, wasn't anything new. It wasn't anything refreshing. It was something we had in 2019, and there was a reason it didn't come back, was for that reason. The M4 change, in my opinion, yes, there was things off balanced, but they knew people in the community would get stirred up like myself over the M4. Yes, we did ask for it, but I think it was a lot bigger of a deal than most people thought it was, which I did as well, especially with prices in M4s, people switching. It's like brand new skins for some people because they haven't touched the A4 in 5 or 10 years. That's what it seems to be anyway. I think that was just a lazy way of telling the community this is all you're getting for the rest of the year. As of me recording this on the 29th, probably getting posted on the 30th, there's a very good chance that we're going to see maybe some small update of some sorts. Now, if we get a big update like an operation the next couple of days, I am going to be absolutely mind-boggled. I will have just gotten wrecked, and I may as well sell all my skins. Just kidding. I actually don't want to do that in case that actually happens. People are leaving Valve, according to GameFollower and other very reliable sources, mainly and primarily from the cheating division, which I had a whole video on itself. Long story short, it was most likely people just leaving the company because they were there for 7 to 10 years. They get bored. They want a career change. That's normal. But it's very odd how the cheating situation is not getting any better. The game itself is not getting any better, and mainly people are leaving from the Counter-Strike cheating division and just Counter-Strike in general, right? It's been pretty well known in the community for the past few years that people at Valve, specifically employees, are allowed to work on what they want when they want, unless it's a new game they all have to work on. So it would make sense very much why TF2 is pretty much dead and died in the first place, why they didn't continue Half-Life, Left 4 Dead, and now Counter-Strike. Is Counter-Strike turning into TF2, getting the TF2 treatment? Let's firstly talk about the reasons of this and what I hope to see next year. So what are the reasons reasons why we didn't really get much content this year. Even microtransaction related. Let's start off with that one because it's probably the easiest, but also the most complicated. I don't really see anyone else giving this type of answer. So what I talked about at the beginning of this year, when we didn't really get a case after the first one that released, something in the middle of these two, was because the player count was becoming and was too high at the time, and now it seems to be 2 times higher. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for some people. So if CSGO, for example, was to release an operation at this moment in time at 1 million consistent players, and has been like that for the past 5 months, when Operation Broken Fang, Shattered Web, or even Riptide had 300,000 or 400,000 less players, that's a lot more skins added to the market. Some may say 50%, some may say 100%. We don't really know. We can't really tell. But with predictions like that, we'll probably have a lot more in the market. Oversaturation is a thing, and that's something we extremely suffered from in 2021. There was over, I believe, 500, 600 stickers added in 2021 alone, and this year was a little better, I'll give it that, and that was something that was good. We also had 2021 and 2022 stickers, for majors anyway, that being Stockholm and Antwerp, where pretty much those were a copy pasta, but yet affected the market very differently. The other reason as it goes for updates, well, it's pretty lackluster. We don't really know much. If I had to guess, it's because they're allowed to work on what they want, when they want. Also on top of that, they don't really care, and it's been proven to be like that. For everyone coming into the scene, everyone coming on YouTube saying we're getting an operation soon, it's just complete BS. There's no evidence of it. I think personally we're going into a new era of CSGO, not necessarily new, but we're kind of getting reminded of how it used to be. This past 3 years, we've been extremely spoiled, and I think we're going into that dry spree in like 2017 after Operation Hydra, but we're not going to get an operation maybe for 2 or 3 years, especially while the player count is this high, because the market will be oversupplied. That's just food for thought at this point. I relate this quite a bit to major stickers. You had 2014, which had arguably the best stickers of all time. Then you had Stockholm and Antwerp bring back those exact stickers. One was oversupplied, one was underinvested into. With those stickers being as good as 2014, and in that 10-year gap, people were hoping and asking for those type of stickers, we eventually got them. But after that, that's what happens. Rio comes out. Everyone hates them. And yeah, for very good reason. Even if they were good, you can't top the past 2 majors. Maybe besides if they added some lenticular effects. But even then, they just added new effects in the past previous one with glitters. They can't do it again, right? It's just very hard to satisfy everybody, and that's what I think has happened this past year. I think we've gotten blinded by the past, blinded by nostalgia, creators themselves, and things like that. As it goes for next year, I want to see some brand new things to the game. I want to see some new things with an operation as well. I don't want to see another half-assed operation like Riptide. That could also be another reason why we're not getting another operation anytime soon. They're taking their time on it, which I highly doubt, but that could be the case. Because when Shattered Web came out, yes, there were things that changed, but there really wasn't that much new stuff that got added to the game at that point. Maybe besides a battle pass, agent skins, and a couple maps that they didn't really make themselves. So next year, all I want to see, a little more microtransactions, but don't overstimulate us. Don't give us too many items to oversupply the market. And I don't even want Source 2, an operation, or an anti-cheat. Those things would be nice, especially an anti-cheat and a new operation, something brand new. But most importantly, communication with Valve itself. I think us players and Valve this entire time we've been out, the communication between the players and the developers has been horrible. You look at other games that are dead, that seem to be dead, yet they still talk to the devs and they make changes when they need or when the game's feeling dry and if the devs want as well. Even if they don't do anything, I think it would be a start to start talking to people on Twitter or different social media platforms, maybe a place like Reddit, just to get an idea of what the community wants. I'm sure there's a lot more to it. Let me know what you guys think. Stay positive, sexy. I'm excited for 2023. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.